Oh, I got some stuff to say.
Is it like Star Fox Adventures?
Oh no! I thought you were gonna say 64. I was like, no. I just critics. They make me laugh sometimes because they are so hypocritical.
Oh, hi everybody! By the way.
Yes, hi. It's been a while, but there hasn't been that many games coming out, so we've had things, and we got a capture card fixed.
Yay!
Yay! And we have a new giveaway that we'll talk about at the end of the video here.
Okay.
But I'm Lehew.
I'm Trey.
And we're here to talk about, well, a game that has caused some controversy on the internet.
Star Fox.
Star Fox 64 2.
Far Stocks.
No.
Dang it. Ratchet and Clank.
You know, I gotta say, it was weird playing these two back to back.
Yeah, oh,
Because I do Ratchet and Clank, I'm like, alright, I get to go to another game with anthropomorphic animals in space. Huh.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You said that he really liked this Ratchet and Clank.
I liked Ratchet and Clank, and I like this game a lot too.
We'll start on the details.
Okay, so you played Star Fox 64, correct?
I played Star Fox 64, yes.
Okay.
I saw some previews on this new one.
This is essentially a remake of 64.
Oh, really?
That is the best way I can describe it, where literally it has the same opening, it's just more fleshed out. It's in 1080p, it's in full cutscenes. So it's literally verbatim, script-wise, the same opening from 64.
Okay.
So that to me tells me, okay, it is... That establishes right there from the get-go, it is it's probably a remake or a reimagining of Star Fox 64. And they said that during the development that was going to be the case with this. So...
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
You see a woman right there. Okay, she's hiding. But that is just, she's, don't worry about her. Yeah.
So, essentially... This is a full-fledged reboot of 64. And one of the criticisms that I saw some reviews give that made me laugh was just like, well, I can't believe that this game is a remake of 64. And I'm like, if you go, like, they literally said at E3 that was what they were doing.
Well, then did they say too that they couldn't believe it was only 2 hours long or something like that?
It's not 2 hours long.
Well, but you told me that somebody.
Yeah. So I won't say the publication, but there's a publication who got into some serious trouble with this game because because they said that they played the game for 2 hours, and I can say from playing the game now 20 hours. You cannot play this game for 2 hours and give it a fair review.
Yeah.
You just can't. Because one of the... Okay, I guess I'll start with the criticisms first this time around. So the game is, for the most part, fully motion controls.
You moved them.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, that has been one of the biggest cruxes against this game. Like, it's been one of the biggest criticisms that this game has received from everybody.
Oh, you're going to tell me that you like that feature, though?
50-50.
Oh, you're 50-50 on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's 4 different ships that you use. You use the R-Wing, you use the Landmaster, and there's 2 new ships. It works very well with the R-Wing and the Landmaster. The 2 new ships is called a gyrocopter and like this little like AT-74 Walker thing.
Yeah.
Those 2 not so much. They're in the R-Wing and the Landmaster. I really think it works fine. I think it does. I think it works fully. It fully immerses you in the game. When you get into the gyrocopter and the AT-74, 64, 74, I can't remember which one it is.
The AT-AT, yeah.
Yeah, the AT-AT, when you get into that thing, controls just go all the because, like, I like the ideas behind them as, like, machines and, like, their uses within the story. Oh, boy, the controls do not work with them.
Well,
they really don't. But
no game's perfect.
No, it's not, and that's kind of my whole argument with this game is that I really do believe this game is getting really unfairly criticized.
Well, I haven't played it, so I can't really have a criticism.
Right.
It. I mean, I trust you in saying that it's good.
You know what? You know what it reminds me of. It reminds me. Remember when you and I really liked Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and that got dumped on by critics?
that got crapped on. Yeah.
Yeah, and you and I liked it.
Yeah.
I feel the exact same way about this.
Okay.
So if that puts context for you,
Yeah, no, it does.
So
we're kind of the black cats in that group.
Yeah, we really were.
Yeah.
Because I remember like both of us like we kind of like it. Everyone's like,
yeah,
and we were like, okay.
It's like, no need to hate us. We just like the game.
We just enjoy seeing Marvel characters fight Capcom characters. Okay, forgive us.
Yeah.
The game's unbalanced. Well, you're right, but that kind of makes it fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
So it works in the same way that 64 does. It's multiple paths. There's 34 different paths you can take throughout the game to get to the final boss. Now, you know me as the 100% person.
Mm-hmm. The
each path takes about 5 hours.
So why were people saying it only took 2? Like, I don't...
More than likely, they took the easiest path.
Oh, okay. And they're like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. They do like... Here's the thing. One of the things that I really like about this game is that it, like Star Fox 64, it does if you do certain objectives, you unlock different paths. But what's new is there's also hidden paths that you can find, and that unlocks certain paths too. And these hidden paths are way harder.
Oh, really?
Like, it's basically, they might as well just have a sign like, if you want to go to hard mode, go here!
Yeah.
And they're not screwing around.
Yeah.
Like, when you get in those, you'll just see like 600 ships coming after you. You're like, ah! So, it's one of those things where it does a lot. I honestly look at this like it's like they looked at 64 and said, okay, let's update this. Let's essentially remake this game. But like Ratchet & Clank, like I talked about 2 weeks ago, let's add in a bunch of ideas that we've had or we've done in this series to make this better. And I think for the most part it works. The biggest criticism that you can get to the game that I agree with critics is that I do wish that they didn't make this game fully motion controlled. I wish they would have done like Splatoon, where you could have had the option to go motion control or to go full controller.
I think you would come to expect that of most games that, you know, have the motion option in there. And
I like it. Like, when you're in the R-Wing using it, it's fantastic. Like, you feel like you're in the ship because literally you look down at the screen, like, you enter Cordaria's airspace. And it does the typical, like, let's move, boys, and you go down in the plane. You look down the screen, you see fire. And you feel like you're entering the stratosphere. You're like, oh my god! And it throws you right into it. Like, you look, like, the pad pans up, and then you got 5 ships coming at you, like, oh boy!
Yeah,
So, it works extremely well, and I'd say it took me about an hour to get used to the controls. And after I did, I pretty much had no problems. And the game does a good job, like, teaching you them. It's not like, you know, I hate to bring this up, but it's the honest truth. It's not like Dark Souls where it just throws you in and says, okay, go for it.
I mean, sort of it does, and then it doesn't. But yeah, we'll do that next time with because I'm doing Dark Souls soon.
Yeah, so it doesn't throw you in like those games do. It does take its time to go, okay, we know these motion controls are weird. Let's go through a tutorial so you can learn them. And it's not a long tutorial. It's only 5 minutes.
Okay.
And it throws you to, and it does a great job at level progression, in which the first levels are easy, so you get used to the controls. First boss fight is essentially, the first boss fight isn't hard at all. It's just essentially learning the advanced maneuvers of the R-Wing.
Okay.
With the new motion controls, and it works. Music's very good. I'm trying to think of what else. I like how they redid the final boss.
Okay.
Because you can take a guess who it is. But
no spoilers.
Yeah, they did it.
Won't be spoilers for people who played N64.
You know who it is.
Yeah.
Do I really have to say it's the monkey? So, but they redesigned his final boss to match the control scheme, and I think it really works because it's one of those things where it's like. Playing 64, I expected it to just be the same boss, but when it was like this multi-layered boss, I was like, oh my god, like they put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
And they added little tweaks to the story that didn't make it as simplistic as it was in the N64 games. There's little tweaks that really, they go a long way because it's these little things that make you go, huh, is this game gonna go differently? Well, it eventually doesn't. It does add a lot, like, it adds context as to what everything is going on. So instead of, like, in the first game, it's just like, get that guy! It's more like, get that guy for this reason. You're like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So, I like that they did that, because I don't think they had to do that. But the fact that they took the time to do it, I appreciate it.
Well, a lot of people probably appreciated it more because, I mean, if you go into a game and expecting it to be the same as, the older version, then you're like, whatever. But the fact that they did these tweaks, it really, you get the same feel as the N64 version, but then there's new things that kind of throw you off guard, and you have to adjust to them.
Oh no, totally. Yeah. That's the thing. Like they actually managed to build character arcs in this. Mm-hmm. Like, everyone has joked about Peppy Hare for years, but now, like, after playing this game, you look at Peppy Hare like, dude, you are a BA.
Yeah.
Like, you are awesome.
Yeah.
If you really, based on what this game presents. And I gotta talk about it. I really do. People, I'm going to just spoil something really quickly here. Okay? I'll put a little thumbnail
somewhere down there.
Yeah, where you can skip all of this if you really want to. But it's, I mean, this information's been widely known for a couple weeks now. So.
Whoa. Okay. Go ahead.
If you do things right, there's a level where you get to play as Peppy Hare.
Oh. Spoiler alert.
And every time you do a barrel roll, he screams barrel roll. And I'm just sitting there, I was like...
It's the biggest grin on your face.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, I was like, I wonder what convinced them to do this.
Yeah.
Would it be the internet? No, of course not.
Oh, peace in the crowd.
Oh my, it's such a fun level too. Because you're right, you're sitting there grinning ear to ear. Because as soon as he's like, I gotta go save Fox, you're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Although I do wish you could have played as Falco and not Slippy. Not Slippy. But Falco. I would have liked to have played as Falco. The Slippy is still... They build his character a little better, but it's still like, I'm gonna go ahead, no Slippy, save me! I'm like, for the 50th time! So... Although, this is a weird thing I was disappointed as. I don't... Because I love these fights in every game, and this is the first one where I can say, I didn't like the Starwolf battle.
Oh, you didn't?
No. I thought it was kind of weak. Because it's one of those things where, like, when I first played that as a kid, combined with the music and how epic the battle was and what it did context to the story, it was awesome. This one, that was one of the tweaks I expected. Mm-hmm. And they did a tweak backwards. They made him like a full-on villain instead of like a guy who he knows he's a villain, but he knows what he's doing is kind of messed up. Mm-hmm. That's what I like about him in all the other games, where in this one they just make him a straight-up villain. It's like, oh, you took away that dynamic from him. You pulled a Zack Snyder on Batman.
Yeah, well, that's kind of boo-boo.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's weird, because I really believe that this game is getting so much... Like, I've seen this game get 3 out of 10s and 4 out of 10s. I'm like, hold up. I have played 3 out of 10s and 4 out of 10s. Until you sit there and you play through Leisure Suit Larry Box Office Bus, you don't get to give this game a 3 out of 10 because it's at least functional.
Yeah.
Go play Sonic 06 and then come back and talk to me about giving 3 out of 10s.
Oh, that game was doo-doo.
So, I honestly believe that this game is getting a lot of unfair criticism. And I tweeted about it. I was upset because it was one of those things where it's like, I do honestly feel like critics sometimes, whenever Nintendo just has a slightest screw-up, a slightest, I don't know what it is about Western publications, but they jump on it.
Honestly, I would say because Nintendo, they really haven't... They haven't gone... They haven't... Oh, God, how can I say this? They haven't, gone out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
They really haven't. Because they stick to their guns. They stick with Super Mario. They stick with... all the Wii Sports and stuff like that, and they stick with Sonic, Zelda, and now Star Fox.
Well, here I agree and disagree with you. I think some series they do, but last year, they stepped way out of their comfort box with Splatoon.
Yeah, Splatoon. One game out of many games they could probably done that, and the few years before that with Mad World. That was a huge step.
Mad World, Wonderful 101.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I would say they also stepped out of the box for this because they really did put a focus on the Wii U gamepad and motion controls, that's been one of the biggest criticisms of the Wii U is that no games focus on the gamepad.
Yeah, but this is Star Fox. This is a thing that everybody's familiar with.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And that's probably why, is because Nintendo as a company, they do very well because they know what they're doing and they know what they're good at. Like except when it comes to like Xbox and PS4 and all that, they do things to where they step out of their comfort zone all the time. You see all these different games, all these new games that nobody's heard of, and people either love to hate them or hate to love them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Nintendo is really adamant about doing what they're doing. What they feel is right and what they're good at.
Yeah.
So that's my only criticism of Nintendo, which I have no problem with.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to see Nintendo do something a little bit more far-fetched.
New IPs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't say on the Wii U they didn't try, because they tried with Splatoon, they tried with Devil's Third, which was a piece of doo-doo.
And there was Zombie as well. That came out for the Wii U first, yeah.
Yeah, and Zombie was pretty well-received critic-wise, but it did not sell.
No, but I can see why, though, honestly. Yeah.
It's weird to say, for the Wii U, I'm going to play a zombie game.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But, no, I see what you're saying, because I've said for years, like, Nintendo does need to start looking into new IP. I mean, hell, look at what Splatoon did last year.
Yeah, look how well it did and how well it's still doing.
Right, that game came out at the Game Awards and won Best Multiplayer. It made every Xbox and PS4 person crap themselves.
Yeah.
Like they all went like, what is this game?
Yeah, yeah.
How does it beat Battlefront and Siege? Well, we know.
Well, it revolutionized, shooters, basically.
It did something new for shooters for the first time in like 10, 15 years.
Yeah, except that, I don't want to say the company and nor the title of the game, except for those people, you know what I mean? You know who I'm talking about.
I feel like I do.
When you have to use the bathroom and take a boo-boo, what's the other word for boo-boo? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one. Right.
Splatoon was something new. It wasn't recycled.
So, you're right about that.
Yeah.
So.
But what other? Do you have any other negatives for Star Fox? So because you've been talking positive about it, ever since you got it and played it.
It's the biggest one that you can take away is that not all the vehicles work, and the controls for the gyrocopter and the walker are awful. They are awful.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I mean, the music is 50-50. It really hits at points, and then there's some points where like, ew.
Like Goofy and Donald in Kingdom Hearts Goofy, or
no, it's not that they're goofy. It's just they're bland.
Oh, okay.
And it's one of those where like, man, Corneria is so epic because most of the boss themes are so epic. And I don't know. I don't really have much else negative to say. The voice acting's stupendous.
What would you? Well, with the voice acting, is it kind of like Ratchet and Clank where it's witty?
No, it's just they got an all new voice cast and they all really nailed it.
Okay. Well, then, what would you give it as far as a grade?
B+.
It didn't quite hit the A mark for
No,
you?
it did because of those two machines.
Oh, that really took points away?
Oh my god, dude, you have no idea.
No, I don't. Honestly, no.
I'll let you play it when you come over next time. And you're gonna be like, what? Because it's one of those things where it's like, use the right stick, decides to use the left stick to move forward. It's tank controls.
Oh, is it?
Yes, so it's like move forward and back with the left stick and swipe side to right, like side to side with left to right, and use the R stick to move your camera. I'm like, oh my god, no.
Oh boy.
And think about doing boss fights with that.
Oh, you didn't have a... So, wait, here's the thing that I want to know. Speaking, you just brought it, you reminded me. You can't choose to switch between the gyrocopter and the R-Wing and...
Some levels you can.
But
some levels you can't.
But most of them are like rail when it comes to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Although there is all range mode.
Oh.
So, there's some levels where you do get to switch between the different vehicles, and you're told what vehicles you're allowed to switch between fairly early on, and it's just a press of a button. So one more thing, another reason why I think the control criticism is BS. there's literally when you press Y, like if you're just looking down the screen and you move and your controls get messed up, press Y, done. Everything's recalibrated.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So literally, like the people were like, "Oh, the R1 controls stink. It can't recalibrate." Done.
Yeah. Okay.
I saw that in a couple reviews too, where it's like I couldn't get it to calibrate. It's like, well, you're kind of an idiot then, because literally it's just press the Y button. Hey, you're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
B+, huh?
I should talk about one more thing I just remembered. So, with the physical edition of this game, they give you Star Fox Guard.
I saw that, but I don't know what it is.
It is Star Fox Tower Defense.
Oh, is it?
So I can tell you, I did not play it very long. Because I don't like Tower Defense.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give him the opinion of my brother because he loves Tower Defense games. Good, not great. It's nice to get a Star Fox like color on Tower Defense, and he said it does some interesting things. But for the most part, it's just a generic Tower Fox with a Star Fox like
Tower Defense
color
with the
palette.
with the Star Fox skin.
Yeah, and you play as Slippy, so that tells you enough. So, but he enjoyed it. I played it for 5 minutes, and I was like, "Yep, it's like every other Tower Defense game. I'm bored." So
B+ is your final grade.
yeah, B+ for Star Fox Zero. I think, I hope it brings the series back. I hope it does well enough, and I hope Nintendo kind of takes away and goes, "All right, we got to experiment this game. That's nice,
Yeah.
you know." Now let's maybe next time around, let's make it a 50-50 option for everyone.
Yeah.
I think, as much as I hate to say it, because I do think it's innovative what they did, I think they got to do it. So.
Well, you heard it, folks. B+.
Yep. So I guess it's time to talk about our fancy schmancy new giveaway.
Oh yeah. What is this? I don't even know about this. You didn't tell me.
It is, so our wonderful boss, somehow, I don't know how, he got his hands on some extra Fire Emblem Fates special editions, which if you go online to find them, they are retailing by scalpers at about $255 to $300.
Okay.
Wow. Because the special edition is Birthright, Conquest, and Revelations all in one little cartridge. Now, Nintendo was not smart and did not mass produce this.
So it's very limited.
Scalpers went nuts with it, to put it simply. Now, I was lucky, as soon as they announced it, I went on Amazon, was lucky enough to get one.
Right.
It also comes with a really cool art book of all the concept art designs they did, and a 3DS carrying case. So I can say it's totally worth it, because having all three of those games in one nice little convenient card is super helpful, especially for extra playthroughs like I have been doing. So you can enter that if you go to Tanooki.com. You can find all the ways that you can enter for that, because there are a lot. And
have there been a lot of people getting in for the giveaways?
Oh yeah, this one especially. Like I could tell immediately as it went up, because I looked at my photos like, you have 60 new followers on Twitter. I'm like, what the So, yeah, if you follow us on social media, that is an entry. If you follow all the Tanooki pages, that is an entry. And there's other entries like watching this video, sharing this video, blah, 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 blah.
Big announcement. There is a game coming. Well, I guess it's not a big announcement, really. There's a game coming on Xbox. And this game is really cool, okay? It's called Super Hot.
Oh!
And I am getting it tomorrow.
Are you?
And I'm going to be playing it. And I'm going to be reviewing it.
I'm coming over.
Yeah. Super Hot.
We're getting that capture card working for that. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yep, Super Hot to Xbox One. So.
I'm so mad that they haven't said anything about PS4 for that game.
Yeah, well, I was curious too. I looked on PS4 and they didn't, there was nothing.
They said it might be coming.
Well,
I don't know either. I don't.
Let me tell you how. I'm scrolling through the games list, and there's a new releases coming soon, top free and top rated. So I'm scrolling down and I go to the coming soon. There, you just see a picture of a red person. I'm like, what? I look up Super Hot. I nearly crap my pants.
Yes, you've been excited about this for a long time.
Yes, I have. So Super Hot.
You were telling me about this last year.
Mm-hmm. It was because it was actually alpha last year.
That's right.
Yeah, and finally now it's full console
and
release.
you showed me the alpha footage, and I was like, "What?" And
So Super Hot will be coming to along with my Dark Souls 3 review.
Oh, I'm gonna have to bring over the capture card. We're gonna have to text that.
Okay.
Text that out on that hunk.
Okay.
But yeah, so
we can live stream it too if you want to.
I will talk to you about that after.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Yeah, I didn't. I thought you knew that.
Nope.